Welcome back, everybody. This is Ike from Mike and Me Gaming, and we are back for installment number 4 of Railway Empire 2, campaign number 1. And here's what we got to do today. We have to do an express line between Albany and Buffalo. We have to do 60,000 citizens in Albany and deliver 8 loads of corn to Boston. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is put in our people station to Syracuse. If we can do so. Alright, so this will be an express station to Syracuse, which will then eventually get over to Buffalo. Alright, we'll skip that. We'll start a new one. That's our old planning to... Alright, so if we go here, that's to Boston. Sure, we can come in from Boston. Now we are going to fix this. Let's see. Put our track point there. Okay, so that's a -1. That's okay. This should be able to pull this over here. Yeah, we'll stay away from the tunnels. That's a 6% grade. I don't like that. Let's move that over. There we go. Okay, just moving that over. I think made the difference. This bridge looks reasonable. Alright, so that's going to be 159. Let's go ahead and let the clock start ticking here. Just for fun, do we have a maintenance station here? I believe we do. Yes, okay. So we shouldn't get caught with no maintenance station like we did the last time. So we'll go to number 2. And let's get this game rolling here. This will be 159. Alright, perfect. Oops. Build. So then we will... Let's go ahead and put a train on it. Albany and Syracuse. We will make this only an express line. We will put a John Bull on it. That express. And as soon as we have 14 or 18,620, we'll lay that train down. And we should be good to go. We have to put a supply tower down. Yes, it's going to not be able to have 2 trains. That's true. Okay, so let's see. So we put something about here. We're about halfway. Put a supply tower there. Perfect. Perfect. So now, if we throw... Let's see, let's go ahead and put a people station down here. We could flip it backwards, but I just like the idea of having them all on the same side, honestly. We'll put it right here. We'll put it right there, and then we should be able to connect it over to Syracuse. Unfortunately, Buffalo, Syracuse, and Albany are all making exactly the same thing, which is kind of dumb, but just the way it is. We need 50,000. We're getting ever so close. And there we go. Okay, there. Perfect. At least once you get the station down, you can make your track, right? Okay, let's start a new line of track thinking here. Drag it up to Syracuse. And let's see what we got. Okay, we got a fairly large bridge here. I don't really like that bridge being so long. I don't know if we can put this down at all somehow. Okay, that helped a little bit. So 142. That's the only bridges I see. Okay, we could. So minus 1%. That's fine. A 1% isn't too bad. Okay, that's what we're gonna do then. Go ahead and speed this thing up a little bit. Then we can get a train. Oh, wait. Oh, is that 57? Okay, no, we don't want 57. No. Yeah, I don't know why that was 57, but I don't like that. Okay, there we go. Albany, in the meantime, should keep growing. Okay, what are we? We're low on meat and sugar. Meat and sugar. Meat's the biggest issue. Okay, as soon as this gets to the right amount, we will go ahead and do our buffalo track here. And we have to be at 140,086. Okay, so we did put that down slightly. Alright, there we go. Now, we're going to need, let's go ahead and put our Buffalo to Syracuse train. And this would be all express. At the moment, there's no reason to have a freight train because all three cities are making the exact same thing. So eventually I can see a reason to do it, but not yet. Okay. So there we got our Buffalo one down to Syracuse. And we should put a supply tower down. And right now, the next thing we're going to want to do is go from Syracuse into Albany on a double line here. There we go. That will be 219,000. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. $219,000. In the meantime, you know what Boston's doing? It means we're waiting here. Boston is up to 37,000. It's double growing. That's good. Albany also double growing, which is good. It's up to 32,000. I think even New York is kind of stagnant. Okay. Alright, so as soon as we get 211,000, we can go ahead and hook in our Syracuse to Albany double line, which should, oh, there we go, which will then allow us to have, okay, so let's go ahead and put in directional arrows here. Alright, I'll put our, okay, we got our gridiron in. Now we need one on the other end. There we go. So this should make that easier. Now, where's our express train? Albany and Syracuse. Let's just see what we got going on here, how much it's doing. So it's got 5 trains, or 5 cars, sorry. Okay, that's not quite enough, I don't think. Alright, we won't double it at this time. So Buffalo is coming into Syracuse on the second one, and it's going to cost me 133. Alright, that's fine, I can live with that. This 60,000 or 60 kilometer an hour thing I don't like. I don't know how. Somehow this is only 60k, but for now I guess we'll leave it. Doesn't look like a train's particularly busy right there. Alright, so we'll slow our counter down here and we'll do this. Alright, now we got our double train. So first thing first is put in our directional arrows. And we'll put our grid iron in. There we go. Go down the Buffalo. Grid iron in there. Okay. Now we can do our straight to Albany Express. So we'll put a John Bull on that. We'll make it Express. And it'll be 18,000. So as soon as we get 18,000, we're good to go. Boom. There we go. Now we'll slow that down a little bit. So that will give us our express lane, which we eventually will kick in. So let's look at Albany and see what the problem is. So from 35,000 upward, we're going to need milk. So let's go ahead and work on this milk right now. So which way do we want to do this? We could do it this way, I think, like this maybe. No, we don't need to order that, open that. Apparently we lost money, that's good. Alright, we'll put it there. Now, we'll leave 2 lines open, I think, and we'll start over here in the third one. Okay, so let's put it to Albany and then see what it comes up with, and we'll make some changes after the fact if we need to. Okay, that gives me 3%. %. Oh. We got 1% grade up here. Guess my bridge a little expensive. I don't know if I can. %, all max, except for 71 in there. Oop. Something here doesn't like. 75k I can live with. Okay, this will be 319, which 200,000 of it's going to be station platforms. Alright, I see we can maybe do some more research, so let's see. We could increase maximum speed, or we could make sure auctions are even cheaper. Let's go maximum speed first, and then we'll do the better auctions later. How about that? So while we're waiting on that, it's going to be a little bit of a wait. Let's see, how is our meat? Okay, now we got 12, so that's looking a lot better. All 100%. This is better. Milk's coming in at 100. It's not from me, it's just organically coming from there. And I think I already had a maintenance station here. Yes, I did. Eventually what we'll want to do is put a warehouse there, I think. And we'll have warehouse in Albany, warehouse in Boston. Might work. Or we could put a warehouse right in West Train Station. Eventually bring these vegetables over and do it that way, I suppose. So we're waiting on 311,000. Put this track down. So as soon as we get that, we're good to go. In the meantime, our express lane from Buffalo should be kicking in any minute.
We find ourselves
There
in
we
a
go.
time of rapid
Perfect timing.
innovation. If we go with it, we can end up in some wonderful places.
See, we got that right there. Perfect. Corn in Boston should organically get there as well. Alright, there's our milk there. Okay, let's go down and put a supply tower down here. So let's get our 30,000. And we're at 24, waiting. We should speed that up, I guess. Alright, so once we get this down, okay, perfect. Now, can do
Did
our...
you know that the Erie Canal wasn't finished until 1825? I'm almost a little sorry that it is to become obsolete so soon.
Oh, we got the corn. Okay, perfect. So there, we just did our West Train Station to Albany Freight. So we will put a car on that, and we will go freight. And we'll go with jumbo because it's the best we have. And there you go. We got one down there. So Albany will now be getting milk. So the next thing they're going to want is vegetables. So we should just go ahead and work on that. So vegetables, we could put our station here. We could bring it down to Syracuse, is another idea. We could have brought that to Syracuse, brought the milk over, but I think we'll go ahead and continue with this. So if I put this down by the waterfront here, I think this is the way to go here. We put that out, we can get alright, we'll do that. Now we'll put this is sort of forward thinking here at the moment. We're a little ahead of the game. Okay, let's bring this over to, we'll bring it into the same one. Okay, that's a tremendously long bridge. We don't want that there at all. Definitely did not want that bridge there. Okay, so that would make it -3. That's a +3, so maybe I can just bring this down to 0. 1. 1 and 1. How about that? Oh, somehow this guy there. Oh, well, let's... Okay, let's move this out. There. We got 2%, 1%, 1%. Okay, we can live with that. So this will be up at 77,000. And we'll be bringing this in through West train station, which at first it's going to do nothing until I put a warehouse in there. Alright, so there's the Rice train station. I think we'll go ahead and... Oops, okay, I did that wrong. Yes. Okay, let's pause this for a second. I did that wrong. Let's go ahead and put this. We could. There, we'll put. I should have put this here for some reason. I didn't. Oh my goodness. Zoomed in too far. Okay, we'll build that. Okay, there we go. Now we can blow up that other little mini section. Now we'll go back to building again. We'll start a fresh one. And we'll bring this down as a double track here. I think that's the way to go. And we'll need 71. Once we get that, we'll have double tracks from the milk down. Alright. Okay. Let's go ahead and build that. Now let's zoom in. Oh, wait, did I miss it? Oh, it dropped just at the right time. I thought I had it, but it didn't click it quick enough. There we go. We got it that time. Alright. So that's going up, that's going down. Have our gridiron here. Yeah, we'll come down here. The gridiron there. We already had our station. Okay, perfect. I don't think we need more. Now this guy here can do Bishop or Rice train station, I think it was called. Down to Albany freight. So we'll have John Bull, still don't have anything better. One new freight, we will put a special car on it. And now we wait till we get to 38,000. We're a little bit ahead of the game here. So it's technically not going to do anything till we're at, I think it's 45,000. But we'll at least have it up and running and ready to roll here. Okay, so yeah, it's going to growl about that. So we'll need a supply station down here somewhere. So somewhere about halfway will work. Alright, we are... Oh, okay, yeah, it's going to do nothing. Alright. It's fine, whatever. So we got a train running doing absolutely nothing. By the looks of it. Okay, we have our... We'll do this auction thing right now. Now our auctions are slightly cheaper. Let's slow this down for a second. Alright, so we still have double growth at 100% of everything. Once we hit 40, the vegetables will start flying in. Then we need the fruit. That's what we need after that. Alright, so... Yes, I bought that lumber station. Did I ever put a train on that though? I don't think I did. No, I never did I? Okay, so... Okay, let's go ahead and bring that train in. Steward Rast, it's going to be minimum 8. Put locomotive, John Bull, make that a freight. Right, it'll just be a single train, so that's totally fine. Now, I should have made this with the maintenance building, which we're going to have. Otherwise, I'm going to have trains breaking down on my vegetable end of things. So as soon as it hits 80, I'll click on that, and then we'll take restock, see what we need to do next. Alright, there. Okay, so bringing lots of wood in. Alright, let's pause here for a second. And we'll think. Alright, so off video we did a few things there, just to speed things up. It took a while to lay this track right here. I bought this Archer train station. I have 2 trains running to Boston with apples, or fruits I guess I should say right now. I got my warehouse set up to receive fruits, which should then eventually ship them over to Albany when needed. For now, they'll ship down to New York, which will help at New York. And I did something else, and I actually forget what it was. So, oh yes, I put this sawmill down. So now we have a sawmill. So right now we're sitting at 100% for everything. Right down to the vegetables, which they'll easily get up to 100 here in a bit, because I already have that line going. Then the fruits will be ready to go. As soon as I hit 45, they'll start shipping in from Boston. Dresses are going to ship in from New York, and I have my sawmill already down. So probably the next course of action is to do this line to New York right here that I did a very long time ago. I had planned that. So now I should be able to bring this into Albany. Okay, so this will be only 80,000. Okay, that I can do. Let's put our directionals in. Put our gridiron on here. This way here I'll be bringing this into Steward's Rest. Okay, so we have, what about this farm? Can we buy that? 318,000. Would be good to buy it because then we could own it, but for now, let's double track this right here from Albany's freight down to Steward Rest. That's 74. Okay, we can do that. There, we got our directionals in, put our gridirons down. Now we can basically have a pass-through station, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so we can put a train all the way from Albany down to New York. Right there. So Albany, I really don't see that. It shouldn't have to be any less than 8, I wouldn't think. We'll make this one 8. And we'll put a John Bull on it. Freight. As soon as we get to 18, we'll confirm it. Somehow we went into the zeros there for a second. And this should set Albany up to grow to 60,000 once I get this in here. Okay, so that's, see, New York City is going to grow now because they're now getting fruit. No, we don't want that. Okay, so we have one train coming straight from Albany down to New York City. If we could buy this, would be good. Down to 266. If only we had that much money. If we already own the wood right here for Baker Logging, so we're good that way. If we could own Stewart's Rest, would be very good. So back to Albany in the meantime. We're up to 44, just under 45. No, we'll skip on that report. So you have everything at 100%. So it's just a matter of time before we grow enough. And then we probably, eventually when Boston grows high enough, we'll have planks to ship over to them. So they're also sitting not too bad. They need milk and vegetables. Wonder if I built one in Albany though. If I built a warehouse in Albany, I could tell it milk, vegetables. Right, let's go milk and vegetables. So it should be able to ship them back over to Boston. Okay, so that train's not real full. This one's pretty full though. What about the train from New York to Albany? What do we got going on here? And we didn't. Should put a maintenance depot in for sure. Is there anything we can do for 100? Reliability? Yes, we'll take that. That makes sense. Okay. So, Stewart's Rest. What about this? Can we... 231, yes. Let's go for it. Okay. So we got that. So let's put a train from Stewart's Rest into New York. So we'll go 8. John Bull. Freight. Confirm. And then I think we already had one. Bring in wood into Albany, I believe. Let me see Stewart's Rest here. Stewart's Rest, yeah, right there. Okay, I believe that should set us up good. 100, 100, 100. The fruits are at 20, but that'll eventually go up because they're not quite at 45,000. Alright, so we laid out another duplicate line right here. Unfortunately, it was giving us a red mark right here, so we had to do something stupid like this, which I don't like, but them's the breaks. And that's a duplicate line from Albany. I guess I should have said that earlier. So we do have, I think oh yeah, we already have one there, but we could, okay, we have one there. Alright, then we're fine. And we just need to do our gridiron and on this end. Okay, now we're going to want to look for our Albany to Boston Express right here. And we have it. Let's go ahead and make a few more trains. Call them Express. Can't be reached. Let's see, what's the problem here? What is the problem? Ah, I just figured it out there. I forgot to put a gridiron on this. Usually I don't do that where I do singles first. So Albany Express to Boston Express. Get rid of that one. So we should be able to copy this. Let's put a couple more trains on. Yes, Express would be good. Confirm. Alright. Yeah, usually I don't do that, but sometimes it's cheaper to just start it off with what you can do. Okay, so we're bringing in a fair amount of wood and whatnot for there. So now we got a double express line from Boston to Albany. Albany, we got our breweries, $1,000,000 to buy them, so that's not gonna happen. Let's see, 100, 100, 100, all the way down to the fruit. The fruit is somewhat low. Let's see what the problem is here. Maybe we need to put more trains. Fruits +2. Okay, let's... Oh, maybe it's because I'm not growing enough apples. Maybe that's what the deal is. Or fruit. Nope, it's not bad. Okay, let's go ahead and put a maintenance depot in, just to have that in our back pocket. We have 2 trains going here. We could do another one, maybe. Fern. So now we have 3 trains. Can we level this up? Do we need to? It's a good question. We can level it up for 411. It doesn't look like I'm shipping out everything it has to ship out, really. It doesn't appear to be doing that. Maybe if we come out at least 4. They're going to Boston Freight with nothing on. Not really sure what that's about. I told it to bring minimum 4. Apparently I didn't click it quick enough, maybe. This is going to be a choke point if I don't get these fruits out quick enough. So I got 1 coming there, which is useless. Just 1's dumb. Okay, that's a full freight train coming in from Boston to New York. Archer over here. Yes, okay. So we have it come back empty. I'm just going to look at this offline, see if I can fix this. Alright, so we made a few adjustments here. The Archer train station with the fruit. So we got Boston is up over 60-some thousand. Double growth. Now it's going to choke at the distillery end of things, of course. It's making planks. And then Albany is making planks, so that's kind of dumb, right? Doesn't make any sense. If I went and took the sawmill, I'd have to buy it for, wow, a ton of money. It's dumb. Sometimes the game puts weird things in weird places. So New York, I'm bringing in cloth that. I did fix Bishop Terminal, so I think I should have more sugar stock sitting in here than there was before. Yeah, okay, there's 7 more coming in. Apples is still low. I'm having a hard time stocking that enough. Yeah, I think we can probably take this wood out, I think. So it's not necessary anymore. I only had that for New York, which New York's already got it, so I'm good.
The canal itself was first proposed in 1699. Nowadays, there is so much less
Nice.
time between idea and realization. This is absolutely extraordinary. It works! Fewer and fewer travelers are using the Erie Canal because our train connections are simply better. Our company enjoys great popularity in Albany, and soon a new mayor will be elected. If I could win the election, I could use that to our advantage. Why don't you take a few measures to present me in a favorable light to the undecided voters?
Okay, so we got that done. We'll stop the video here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and come back again for our next episode of Ike and me on Railway Empire 2 Campaign 1.